What is the punishment for not praying your 5 salah?
There is a punishment in the hereafter.
Yes.
Prescribed punishment in this dunya is not there because it is something up to the judgment of the Muslim ruler or the Muslim judge. If your case was brought in front of them and you still refuse to pray. See, theoretically, a person who doesn't pray at all is not a Muslim.
So can you clarify that? Is it at all, as in they abandon all the salah, or is it one salah?
This is not rapid fire. Right?
Yes, sorry, I get married. Okay, forgive me, Sheikh.
The Prophet ﷺ said, بين المرء والكفر أو الشرك ترك الصلاة. Between an individual and a shirk or disbelief is abandonment of salat. In another narration, he said, whoever abandons salat is a kafir, is a disbeliever.
Yes.
Now, this is theoretical because in practice, I could come and say, okay, Laith doesn't pray. How you know? I worked with him 20 years in the office. I never seen him pray Dhuhr or Asr. And his wife comes and says, Laith doesn't pray. How you know? Maghrib and Isha, he never prays. So can I label you as a kafir? The answer is no. Because you could pray on your own in a place that's secluded, nobody sees you, it's between you. How in practice would I label you as a kafir if I bring you in front a tribunal or a judge and I say, pray. And you say, nope, I don't want to pray. Why? So I don't believe in prayer.
Yeah.
And I show you, listen, this is in the Quran, this is in the Sunnah. If you don't pray, you're a kafir. Said, no, I'm not a kafir. I believe in Allah, but I don't want to pray. Okay, here's the executioner. He's got that sword. We're going to chop your head off. Said, I believe in prayer, but I'm not going to pray. Now you're a kafir. So in practice, it's pretty difficult to label someone as a kafir. However, if this is done in a Muslim country that's ruled by Sharia and proven in front of a Muslim judge who's authorized to take such punishment, he can sentence a person to death.
Okay.
But 99.99%, this is not, there's no prescribed punishment worldwide, and it's never been practiced because no one comes to facing death and says no, I'd rather be killed rather than pray. Now, in the hereafter, it's different. But this is to Allah's judgment, not to you and me. To me, I would throw them all in hell. But to Allah Azza wa Jal, He knows, subhanahu wa ta'ala. He has all account. So He is the most merciful, but who is severe in His wrath and anger. And He would know whether this guy is legit or he is a phony.
So if you miss Dhuhr and it's Asr time, are you still going to, does that invalidate the Dhuhr Salah?
If you miss Dhuhr prayer without a legitimate reason, then you cannot pray it if it's Asr time. So let's assume Dhuhr is at 1:20 and Asr is at 5 o'clock. There is a good 3 hours and 40 minutes. And I'm preoccupied in my meetings, in my meals, in my school. And yeah, I know it's time. I don't want to pray now. Well, let me delay it until the time runs out. There's a, whoops, it's Asr time. Let me pray my Dhuhr. No, it's not accepted. Even if you pray 100 rak'ah, it's not going to be accepted from you. Why? Because the Prophet ﷺ said, whoever oversleeps a prayer or forgets it must pray it as soon as he remembers it. There is no expiation for that other than doing so. Now, oversleeping and forgetfulness are forgiven by Allah. These are legitimate reasons. Yet the Prophet said, there is no expiation. Meaning that, yes, okay, you're forgiven, but to expiate such a thing, you have to pray it immediately, the moment you wake up or you remember. Scholars like Ibn Taymiyyah, may Allah have mercy on his soul, and Ibn Taymiyyah said, this hadith indicates that if you have a third reason which is not legitimate, then even if you pray it, it is not going to be accepted because the Prophet made 2 excuses: oversleeping, alayhi salam, and forgetfulness, and Allah knows.